Week 5 of the BCFC is in the books. With only 5 games left this season, each game is becoming more and more important than the last. Hi, I'm Adam Cordick, host of Touchdown BC and your weekly host for BCFC game previews. This week in Kamloops, the 2-3 VI Raiders take on the 0-5 Kamloops Broncos. These two teams played back in week 1 where it was the Raiders defeating the Broncos 37-14. We talked with the Raiders head coach Jerome Erdman and got his thoughts on his team's performance this past weekend against the Rams and what he expects in a rematch against the Kamloops Broncos. Coach, this past weekend your team got off to a great start, just like the following week. Unfortunately, not able to hold on, losing to the Rams 29-14. What are your thoughts on the game?
Disappointment. Like you said, we started off really well. First couple of drives, offensively, we did a great job. Moved the football down the field. Special teams provided a big lift, returning the opening kickoff 50-plus yards. And we finished drives, and defensively, we did 2 and outs. Throughout the whole game, I thought our defense played really, really well. But again, we were inconsistent on offense. We lost our left tackle, our starting left tackle, who's our best offensive lineman, and we never seemed to be able to recover from that.
Jerome, you have a fairly young team, but have some veterans that are leaders for you, like D-Rod or a Nate Berg. Now that you've lost 2 games in a row, how important is it to your team to have great leaders like that in the locker room?
Very, very important. Our guys, like the guys you mentioned, D-Rod and Nate Berg and Ryan Decker, Dexter Shea, and that they've done an awesome job so far. But like I told all of them right now, it's easier when you're winning. It's when you lose now we really find out what we're made of. I have all the confidence in our players. They're young, but you know what? It's learning experience and we're learning from it. And, we've worked too hard to give up, and they've got more character than that. They're mentally tough, and now's where we got to prove it.
Now this weekend, you travel to Kamloops to take on the 0-5 Kamloops Broncos. What can you expect in that game?
A dogfight. They've improved, and even though we improved the past 2 weeks, we kind of took a step backwards this past week. So we're facing a tough road trip, and we're playing an improving team. It's going to be a tough game, and we're going to have to be at our best to come on top.
That's head coach of the VI Raiders, Jerome Erdman. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Okay, thanks very much, Adam.
We also caught up with head coach of the Kamloops Broncos, Brad Yamaoka, and talked to him about what he took away from his team's loss Week 5 versus the Okanagan Sun and what he expects in the game against the VI Raiders. Coach, this past weekend your team lost to the Okanagan Sun 31-0. What are your thoughts on your team's performance in the loss?
Yeah, we gotta learn to play on the road. That's the biggest thing I think we've kind of discovered at this point. I mean, defensively, again, I thought we played fairly well. Putting our defense out on a short field is never a good thing, but we just got to learn how to finish. I mean, we did move the ball. We had glimpses of execution and things that went well, but we just weren't consistent with it.
Coach, through 5 games this season, although your team has not won a game, what are some of the positives you have seen with your team since the start of the season?
Well, I think, every game we've gone into, I feel we've had an opportunity to go in and compete and play and actually have a chance to win a football game. Langley probably was the one game that we just didn't perform very well at all, and it got out of hand pretty quick. But for the most part, every game was a good game, I thought. I mean, last weekend, 10-0 at half. We're in a football game with an interception touchdown called back on a penalty. But, those are the breaks, and we just got to be better at those types of things.
Now to this Saturday, you play the VI Raiders, who you lost to in Week 1. What can you expect in that game?
Well, hopefully we can come out and execute. I mean, that's what we want to do. We just want to execute our game plan. VI, a very well coached team. They have some weapons. They have guys that can make big plays, and we just gotta eliminate the big play. eliminate our turnovers, and I think things will work itself out. But yeah, it's going to be a battle, and it's a game that I think we need to win to be able to put ourselves in positions to get into that last playoff spot.
That's head coach of the Kamloops Broncos, Brad Yamaoka. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week. Well, there you have it. If you are in the Kamloops area, the game between the VI Raiders and the Kamloops Broncos is on Saturday. Kickoff at 7 p.m. at Hillside Stadium. For more coverage of the BCFC, follow each team's Twitter account and also the BCFC's Twitter account at BCFC_media. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, and enjoy the game.